Hello, this is Stacy. Today we're going to cover lists. So we can have unordered lists and ordered lists, and then we can nest lists inside each other, and we can change the styles of the lists too. So we will have a little bit of an introduction to styles, but we'll also use the kind of old-fashioned way to do it as well. So the first thing I want to do is open up my lesson file with the minimum basic structure, and I want to add some hard returns in between the paragraphs so that I can enter my list. Now it's a little difficult to keep things nice and neat using Notepad. It's much better to use an HTML specific application to write your code in, and that'll help you maintain a better structure. But for now, let's just put these over onto the left margin. So I want to put together an ordered list, so that'll be numbered. So I want to open my OL tag and close my OL tag. And then each line item that I put in there is going to be an LI with a close LI. And then I'll just copy that and then paste it a couple times so that I can have 3 items on my list. So let's just say we won, I don't know, $5 million and we want to go spend it, and after we did all the contributions to charity and all the good faith effort work with the money, and we've done all the touchy-feely stuff, we're going to go buy ourselves a mansion, a yacht, like Elmer Fudd. I own a mansion and a yacht, and maybe a luxury car. So the first thing we're going to do is put mansion. The second thing in between the second LI tags, we'll put yacht. And the third thing will be a luxury vehicle. And let's save that, come over to our page and hit F5, and there's our ordered list. Now, maybe I don't want that to be 1, 2, 3, maybe I want it to be something else. So actually, I have a really wonderful website that I use all the time. It's not mine actually, but it's W3 Schools, and you can see here that it has a really good description of lists, unordered lists, ordered lists, description lists, and then all the attributes associated with that for different styles of squares and circles for the unordered lists, and then the different types of numbering that you can do for an ordered list, either alpha or numeric or Roman numeral, uppercase, lowercase, or whatever. So that's a really good place to go as a reference and for some lessons too, and that's W3, the number 3, schools.com. But for now, I put a bunch of these here so that I can copy them, and what I want to do is change this ordered list to type equals 1. So right inside this OL tag, right after the L, I'm going to hit a space, and then I'm going to either paste or type equals the number 1. Let's save that and take a look at the change that makes. Oh, that's what this is, 1, 2, 3. So that's the default. The next thing I want to do is type equals A. So, and it's a capital A, so let's take a look at that and save it, come back to our browser, and here we see A, B, C in capital. Now we want to try maybe a small a and see how that looks. Save it, come back here and hit F5, and then we have small letters, and you get the idea. So we had a 1, a capital A. Let's try this one, type equals a capital I, which is your Roman numeral. And you can do a capital I, or you can do a small I if you want small Roman numerals. And there it goes, and those are right aligned to the decimal. Okay, so that's one type of list. If I come back here, I actually want to show you that we do have an unordered list style, and this is going to be an introduction to styles. So let's make this an unordered list on the opening tag and on the closing tag, and instead of type equals I, we're going to type in style, I'm going to keep that all lowercase, sorry, style equals, and the double quotes, our regular syntax. And let's just take a look at what that did for us. If we hit F5, that makes disks. So the default for that is a disk. I'm going to get my little cheat sheet here so you can see all the code. And this is what we need to put in here. So we need to change the style type of the list. So we'll type list dash style dash type. I know it's a little bit long, but then we could either put disk or square or circle. So it already defaults to a disk, so that's kind of unnecessary. Let's try square. SQUARE and save. And come back to our file, and there you go. There's a square. And let's try the circle just one time just to see how that looks. Circle. Save it and go back to our file, F5, and that has a white center. Okay, so that's good for those. Now let's do an ordered list again. So I'm going to just create a new list underneath this one, and we're going to start our OL tag and end our OL tag, and then let's do some LIs, list items, and end the list item, and then copy it a couple times. Two. All right. So now we want to nest some things inside of our list. Really easy to do. Just have to be neat about it. And let's go back to our mansion and a yacht and a luxury vehicle. Okay, save that. F5. There we go. And that's numbered. Suppose we want to describe our mansion a little bit better. We're going to put another OL just underneath that, tabbed in with a closing OL. And in here we'll describe that. Let's do 3 descriptions again. So we'll put in an opening LI and a closing LI, and then copy and paste. And let's say we want this to be type equals small a. Oops, we didn't, not supposed to put it in the LI area, we're supposed to put it in the OL area. Okay, save that. So let's say the mansion, we want it to be on the beach. We want it to be contemporary. And we want it to have a pool. Let's save that, come over here and hit refresh, and there you have it. This list has 3 items in it, but the first item has a sublist and it's a type of small a. And you can continue to do that as deep as you want to go, how many times you want to be indented, and for all the remaining items as well. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. It's pretty easy to get the hang of it if you have a little bit of practice, and we will learn how to configure these with images and different things once we go into style sheets. But for now, adieu and happy coding.